my head. Marit? Anybody?
The Invincible, no, not the one you're thinking about, is a game that came out, got massive amounts of praise for its visuals, and then it just sort of died. Playing as astrobiologist Yasna, you're a part of the Dragonfly crew who landed on the planet Regis 3 due to, conflict of interest, because even in the vast infinite of space, capitalism finds a way. And because of some mysterious accident, you don't fully know what happened to you or the crew, and you must piece it together in this stunning, it's a walking simulator, so there's only so much you can do. But for what it lacks in genre, it compensates in visual design and story. A big selling point of the game is that it actually takes advantage of Unreal's lumen lighting and nanite system. Which basically just means how prettier can I make the pretty lighting, and how many triangles can I fit into this rock before the potato kills itself. And the game really doesn't half-ass these too. Every scene looks beautiful, there's animation for nearly everything, like to an absurd degree. Hours worth of dialogue and story, multiple endings, great audio, an entire comic book's worth of illustration and art, and it doesn't even shy away from throwing new toys and mechanics at you. Hell, you can play Pong on it, and even that's animated. The game is actually a direct inspiration from a pretty old Polish book by Stanislaw Lem. I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong. And it has this great synergy where the game trailer gets you curious enough to read the book, then you play the game, and it just makes it that much more enjoyable because the two reflect one another so well. But what kind of a lazy YouTuber would bother to actually read the book? Apparently I would. 8 out of 10. I may or may not have made an unmanly sound when I heard Rohan in the game. The style is also very reminiscent of the time, being that the book published in 1963, our imagination takes inspiration from the era's technology. I think it's actually called atom punk? So machines are advanced yet still bulky or used outdated physical parts. Sorta like how people thought the future would have electric typewriters and metal horses. Because I guess we just couldn't quite grasp the idea of the iPhone and the Subaru. I think the game and its source are very unique. They delve into the human nature and ask the questions people really like to ignore. Like, hey, we may not be the top of the food chain, and we're still very much a part of our planet's ecosystem, no matter how much we like to think otherwise. There can always be something stronger. Every form of matter evolves and changes, organic or otherwise. Learn to cope. Both the game and the story have their faults though. They're pretty boring in some places, and the game doesn't feel well optimized. It has a lot of weird graphical issues here and there. You can even see it happen right off the bat. And there's many invisible walls just standing around being annoying. You're expected to play the game a certain way and that way only. You know, as is the genre of a walking simulator. In the end though, if you can look past all these faults, the game is definitely something I would recommend if you value story and interesting narrative. Especially if you put the game and the book together. Hey, subscribe if you like, hit the like button, and ring the